Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It has been quite some time since I've last uploaded, but I can promise you I've been busy. So, I'm going to start off by saying, by the title of this video, you might already see, yes, I, for the time being, am withdrawing from WGU. There's a lot of reasons for that. I think it's widely known that you don't really need a degree to be successful in tech. I still plan on getting my degree at some point in time, uh, but it might take longer than expected because I am withdrawing for two reasons. One, with a child on the way, I want to kind of prioritize upgrading my current skill set. I'm already in tech, as many of you guys know, and the next logical step with the most ROI, uh, with the least amount of spending, is upskilling. So my company offers reimbursement for the CCNA. So my next logical step is I'm going to take the CCNA because if I can literally take the CCNA and pass it, I am pretty much getting it for free. Um, and I don't see anything wrong with that. A lot of people like to talk, and excuse my friends, a lot of people like to talk shit about the CCNA and say that it's not useful, than that it hasn't been relevant since 2021. But I highly disagree. Data centers run on Cisco. The government runs on Cisco. Companies that are legally not allowed to use the cloud have to use, on-premises equipment. What do they go to? Cisco. Cisco just acquired. I forget what company it is, but I think they just acquired. I think it was HP Hewlett Packard networking or something because Cisco's going big on AI and automation for their equipment. So I think there's going to be a big demand for people who also know how to use that. But just in general, system administrator roles are highly the number one skill they are, you know, looking for is networking. And I think Cisco is important because in the past and still now, it is seen as the kind of golden networking certification, right? For all things networking. People say the Network Plus because it's vendor neutral. No, I think that Network Plus is kind of useless. I think that is probably one of the most useless certs you can take because it's just a dictionary exam over networking terms. The CCNA actually puts into practice what you're learning, right? And that is shown here by, I'll pull it up right now. That is shown here by Cisco Packet Tracer, right? So I have Cisco Packet Tracer pulled up here. I mean, I don't know how else to go about it, but there's no other tool out there that does this besides GNS3. But I mean, Cisco Packet Tracer is literally free, so why would you go pay a license for GNS3? So I am withdrawing from WGU with hopes of coming back at some point, which I will 100% do. I want to keep providing value to you guys. I mean, I see the comments every day. People are like, "Wow, this was really good advice, for passing the classes and that." And I'm glad I can do that for you guys. I really am, and I want to get back to that. But I'm gonna put some focus on upskilling because I want to go away from the duties of my current role, right? As a support technician, I mean, I like it. I like imaging computers. I like, talking with clients. And I'm probably always going to talk with clients, but I kind of want to, you know, get better pay. And the way to do that is by getting better skills, right? In demand skills. It's the name of the game. Learning in demand skills is the way to go in tech. Um, so I don't believe what people say is true that the CCNA is useless. I still think it's a very golden certification. I mean, even the Cisco Skills for All Academy, Networking Academy, even teaches Python because they know half the world runs on Cisco. Cisco is never going to go away. Cisco is $1 billion company, so people that say that the CCNA is useless are pretty dumb to say something like that because of how much value this company provides and how much they're looking to improve in the market. Um, yeah. feel free to post any questions in the comments. I mean, I think that's really it. I'm just gonna withdraw. Eventually, when I do come back, what I plan on doing for the computer, I do plan on coming back to the computer science degree, and I think after I complete the computer science degree, I'm probably gonna go for the master's in cyber, or maybe do a double bachelor's with the cybersecurity, and then eventually get the master's in cybersecurity. Because my end goal is to work for the government. Um, has the best job stability, and they pay the most. Depending on the contracts you can get, you can pretty much go on as a contractor and they'll pay you a lot, more than most public companies. I mean, if you factor in the pension and all that, and some of these government contractor companies like Raytheon, their stock is incredible. I mean, it's just goes up because the government just funds it, right? So it's like a money printing machine, literally. Um, so yeah, that's it for now. I will try to make posts about what I'm studying for the CCNA. What I'm doing so far is just a networking academy. So I'm doing the skills for all, and I'm doing the network technician. Let me see if I can. I'm doing the network technician career path, and it has a bunch of courses that are for the CCST, which is the Cisco Certified Support Technician. But I've heard from a lot of people say that the network technician career path gets you 95% of the way ready for the CCNA actually instead of the CCST. So I've been doing that with some packet tracer. I just finished the course on packet tracer right now and went straight to making this video. Spent about the last 2 hours, or about the last hour going over it, as you can see by the little timer in the bottom left. Um, and then, yep, as you can see, taking notes on Obsidian, as always. Those are all the modules I'm going to review. I took the knowledge check. Took this knowledge check right here. And I did pretty good on it because we use Cisco at my job, and I use it from time to time. Right, I don't configure VLANs, but most basic thing I've done is like labeling ports, um, labeling ports, switching VLANs, um, bulk switching VLANs. I didn't know that was a thing until like the other day. I thought that was so awesome. Um, and yeah, guys, I mean that's really it. That's what I've been working on so far. I just didn't want to keep you guys quiet for so long because I think it's been about almost a month since I posted. But I'm gonna be just grinding out the CCNA here, and after that, I'll be weekly doing weekly uploads of how I'm getting to the CCNA, and then once I do get it, how I plan on moving up with the CCNA. Because a lot of system admin roles are asking for networking understandings for the cloud and for on-premises, because a lot of people are doing hybrid. Um, I mean, I heard it best the other day while I was at a client site. We have like servers set up, on site for them, but they're also using services in AWS. So everyone's going hybrid. Um, and there's always going to be the customer base that is never going to go cloud. Never. Because there are people out there that do care about their data and want to keep it in their hands, not in the hands of Google, Microsoft, Amazon. They want to keep their data in their own servers in house. That is never going to go away. Unless we're legally forced to. I don't think people are ever going to get rid of on-prem servers. The cloud is only cheaper for startups. In the long run, it's cheaper to host your own equipment. Have a team that maintains it. And MSPs are never going to go away because they're a part of that market, and the big niche of that market is for medium and small businesses to outsource to MSPs for cheap IT, and they don't have to take care of the servers or any of that. We take care of that for them, and that's just the way it's gonna go. That's the way I see the IT world going. I mean, it's gonna go. Some people are gonna go full on cloud. I think it's just startups. Um, Once those startups get big enough, I think they'll go on prem. Get their own team of technicians. And I think a lot of small and medium sized businesses are just going to stay with the MSP model because it's been, the PB&J of the industry for the last 24 years, I think. Probably even longer. Probably longer since I've been born. I'm only 20. Um, but I just see this as the most logical next step for me. in my specific situation, you know? And I think that all varies. I was having a talk with someone, and, they were asking me, like, I work remote. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to stay in help desk, but I work remote. And I was like, okay, well, if you want to work remote, look to upskill in jobs that are high in demand that are remote. So I told them two industries that are hot that allow you to stay remote: software engineering, cloud computing. You can be fully remote doing those two types of jobs, right? So I told them like that. I was like, that's your only logical next step. And I also told them, I was like, hey, but look, if you want to eventually move up, you are going to have to network. Because he told me he doesn't face any clients. He's just fully remote. So I'm guessing he just takes calls, whatever, does whatever. So I told him, like, the best thing you could also do is work on site for like a year or two, because you'll get to network. What I've been doing is, you get to network, you get to meet and talk to people, so it ups your soft skills, which are really important. No matter what industry you're in, you need to have soft skills. You need to be able to communicate your point across effectively, um, while also, being able to have non-tech savvy people understand what it is you're talking about. And also, you know, you get to network when you do that. When you work on site or hybrid. I don't think fully remote is, you know, it's not as glamorous as people make it seem. You need to have human contact, and you need to be able to network with folks, because they'll probably come in handy at some point in your career, believe it or not, where you might be able to help them out, and then they'll later be able to help you out. Um, and I think everyone should just, help each other out. There's a lot of money in technology. There's no reason we can't all share the wealth, of information. Share the wealth of information, and share the actual wealth of, money. Um, that's it. I mean, I just wanted to give y'all this status update. You know, if you have any questions for me in the comments, please comment down below. I'll be happy to help. Um, you know, and that's it, guys. I'll see y'all, next time I upload a video. I'll try to have one out sometime next week or in the next 2 weeks, There's just not a lot going on right now since I'm just studying for the CCNA. I think the only thing that I really want to get working on is finding a way to be able to share my Obsidian notes real time with you guys. I think I might have found a way to do this, but I think that's probably what I'm going to work on next. Is finding a way to kind of get my files out there so that you guys are able to download them and access them in real time without me having to go and upload like my vault every now and then. I think it just having it update automatically. So I'm gonna figure out a solution for that, because I think a lot of the WGU notes I've taken so far, there's a lot of info there, man, and I think you guys would find it really helpful. So I really want to get that in the hands of you guys. If you guys have any ideas for that, comment down below as well. I'd be interested to hear some of you guys' ideas compared to what I've got in mind. But that's it, guys. This is Frank with your IT and cybersecurity journey, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.